Hi, it's Charles again. Here's another short Q&A episode. Today we're talking about FIBARO smoke sensor. If this is the first time you hear about this device, then I highly recommend that you go back to one of our previous videos in which Cornelia covered all the essential basics of this very product. And for now, let's move on to, well, some questions. Question number 1. Can the smoke sensor be installed vertically? Would it still work properly? Yes, definitely, that should not affect how the device works. Still, the best place to put your smoke sensor would be the ceiling. Why? Well, keep in mind that instead of going in all the possible directions, smoke will in fact go straight up to the ceiling, to the top of one room before moving on to another. So if you want to minimize the time of reaction of this device, you should probably place it in a room in which you expect that a hazard can happen. So probably putting it in a hall or a corridor, which is merely a connection between two spaces, is not the best idea. Question number 2. How can I trigger the siren remotely? Unfortunately, FIBARO smoke sensor is merely a sensor. This means it cannot be triggered remotely. It's not a Z-wave siren. What you can do, however, is combine that with some other smart modules. So let's think of a scenario. Your smoke sensor detects danger, smoke, right? You hear the sound alarm, and at the same time, your FIBARO single switch or FIBARO dimmer turns on that red light. So everyone not only hears but also sees that there's an actual hazard going on. Right? Question number 3. Every 30 minutes I hear one short acoustic signal. What does it mean? That's lack of Z-wave range alarm. And this can be set, actually the time interval of that specific alarm can be set in parameter 32. If you decide to perform a range test of this sensor or any other device, there are 2 key things that you should keep in mind. First of all, the device needs to be added to your Z-wave controller. Without it, the range test just won't work. The other thing is that such a test can in fact stress the network. So unless it's necessary, you probably shouldn't perform the test, right? If you need more details regarding how to do that, just, well, leave us a comment and I'll get back to you. Next question. Does FIBARO smoke sensor have 230 volts power option? No, definitely not. The first generation of the device indeed had an option to use 12 or 24 volts DC. This one, the one that is currently available on the market, can only be used with batteries. That's the only option here. The device sends an audible alarm despite the lack of smoke. Why is that? FIBARO smoke sensor is an optical sensor, which means that what you want to try first is just to blow into your sensor and get rid of any dust that probably got inside. If you are worried that you may leave your DNA as well, then just clean the smoke chamber using compressed air. As simple as that. If that doesn't work, try to replace batteries. If that still doesn't work, you can try to modify certain advanced parameters of your device. What you'll be looking at would be parameter 30, 31 and 32. You should set the value that will be most suitable for your home environment. Now, those are responsible for temperature threshold, excess temperature signaling interval and lack of Z-wave range, the one that I already mentioned before. Thanks for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed our short episode. Please remember to subscribe, click the like button and leave us a comment or 2. It really motivates us to go forward with what we are doing right now. See you next time.